Tidian.
And while we're waiting for people to start or to arrive, we have a choice to make here in the beginning with this game, and that is to name our hero. Oh, we haven't, Kaito, then you're in for a treat because this game is awesome. And hello there, Nemiko, great to have you here, as everyone else. My follower, since you will be able to speak with all living things. This is, by the way, a god or some spirit from above that is talking to us, and we are sent down to Earth in order to exterminate all evil. And everything will be a lot clearer for you very soon here. Hello, Funky Star. Or Funky, I should call you, as I'm more familiar with. Great to have you all here. You should have a name. Please choose a name for yourself. So, does chat have any suggestions that we should go with? If you don't, I will just go with Tidian. So I'll start writing here and we'll see if we get any quick suggestions here. We'll go with Tidian. Exactly, we need to establish my nickname here because I am, after all, a streamer in my early stages. Tidian. What an interesting name. Alright, go and save the world for all creatures. So, Soul Blazer, for anyone that doesn't know, this is a game made by Enix, or Quintet rather, a studio that Quintet, or Enix was publishing a lot of games for. And this is an action RPG where you are out to save the world from evil, and the way you do that is actually by slaying monsters, and when you do that you're able to rebuild parts of the world by doing that. It is a lot like the Dark Cloud series actually, if you have played that before. But as mentioned, it will get a lot more clear as soon as we start getting into the gameplay. So here we received our first weapon, which is the Sword of Life, which to me sounds a bit like it could be a sword that we'll get in the end as well. It sounds like a really strong sword actually, a sword from the master, but it is the first weapon we receive. So we have this attack animation here. We also have this attack we can use. And those are our two only options for attacking so far. So as you can see here now, we slay this monster then. And when we do that, we will receive a portal like this that we can step on. And when we do, we always unlock something. Maybe you have watched me play this game before, Kaiser. I'm not really sure. Unlock a grumpy old dude, yeah. I used to live up in the sky, just like you. Now I'm living on Earth, away from the master. All the creatures that have been captured by Death Toll are sealed away in monster lairs. Just as you have set me free, you must free everyone. So Death Toll is the one that we want to slay, that has set the world basically on fire. Even the release of a small tree or creature, they will aid you in your quest. Here, take this. Tidian received the Flame Ball magic. Now I will join you. I am a magician, so I can use all types of magic. The English translation of this game isn't the best, I guess. I will use my skill to help you. Remember this, I need gems in order to use magic. When you set me free, the monsters left some small spheres of gold. This is what a gem looks like. There's so much text in the beginning here, but it will be a lot more action soon. Alright, let's work together to revive the world. We must go to the Grass Valley Shrine, which is the first world that we'll visit. So, we just received this magic here, which is the Flame Ball, and I'll show you very soon how that works. Yeah, it is, you use it quite a lot actually, especially if you want to get really fast at this game. So, okay, this game, like I established before, we are saving the world, and by doing that we are rebuilding it. So this is the town area of this world, where there's nothing here, because we haven't saved anyone. So it's all just emptiness. Except for this flower here. Tidin heard a small voice. There are many creatures being held in the underground castle. If you can release those creatures, the village will be reconstructed. Basically what I just told you. So, in here we have our first monster then. And now, we want to kill a lot of monsters in order to rebuild the world. No, Kaiser, the way this works is that everything is set out for you. Like, what you unlock from killing those monsters is predetermined. But it is still really satisfying just getting all the stuff, and you soon see why. Whoops. Okay, so now we're doing our first unlock in town. We released an old woman. And here you can see just how gorgeous parts of the village already became because we built a house, and with that the road was also reconstructed, so it looks a lot more nice. And then we get a sneak peek of what we just unlocked here. And we can hear a sigh coming from inside the house. So I wonder what that could be about. And now we are actually able to go back to town in order to check it out. But I prefer to do some more unlocking before actually going ahead and do that. Because then we can go back to town and do a lot of things at the same time. And just seeing that town get rebuilt, man, it just feels so satisfying. And that is why I really love this game. Now I unlock the chest instead. Yeah, the progression tracker is really nice in that case. So let's try out our magic here. We have this fireball here, as you can see. So this blue marker here that's floating around me is actually what's firing this. So I have to do some timing. Oh, there the game was nice to me. In order to actually hit the enemies. And in the upper left corner you have the gem counter. So I think that the fireball, yeah, it costs 4 gems. We heard a faint voice coming from Jewel in the upper right corner. Alright, come over here. So that is the jewelry up here. That is apparently some kind of angel. I will give you some advice. Don't forget to equip things that you wish to use or they will not work. And we received some EXP. Would you like to return to Grass Valley? Nope, we want to stay. Because we want to kill some more monsters. So this is just a way to teleport back in town. Back to town a bit faster. Yeah, have you heard this bass here? It's good. So the music in this game, it isn't by any means excellent, but I think that it's good enough. And there are some tracks that are quite good. Especially the world map theme is a favorite of mine. Making fun of my English pronunciation, Kaiser. I don't blame you though. Have some more practice to do in that department, I guess. Tool shop owner. Another house, which looks to be a shop. Ah, I see. Yeah, Twitch really need an emote like that. For all the tracks that we're gonna hear that has this nice bass. Now we got some more gems. Which is just a fancy way of saying MP. So, combat in this game is actually... oops. Not that complicated. Especially now in the beginning when the monsters and their movement patterns aren't that complicated. The bosses can be quite tricky in this game though, if you're not prepared for them. A tulip. We hear a small voice. There once was a watermill here before the village was destroyed. I hear there is a man in the mill who runs the elevator in the underground castle. Some foreshadowing for something to come, perhaps. Symbolic baddie, yeah. So, Dan studied the Gil, or is this perhaps Gil from VGM Quiz, or just trying to sort out all the different nicknames here? Bam, 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 bam. The bridge guard. Just look at that. I just think the pixel art for that it's looking so good. And being able to restore part of the time is, like I said, what really makes this game so addicting. If I'm not careful, I might actually die. I might be focusing a bit too much. Oh, level up. That restored all our health. Nice. Hello there, Vim. Great to have you as well as everyone else here on board. Hey, Python. Thank you for the support. So now we got an item which is called the Dream Rod. A strange stick that enables you to look into a dream. And here we have a medical herb. So if we actually would die, then if we have this equipped, we will just refill all our MP, or sorry, HP. So we should always have this one marked, except for when doing story progression stuff. Yeah, the Dream Rod might or might not come into play later. We'll see about that. So whenever there are a lot of monsters in a group like this, then it's a good place to actually use the magic. And just to show you here, we can see that there are quite a lot of magic slots to equip throughout the game. So we'll be unlocking more of those later. But I don't dislike this fireball here. It's okay. It's quite fun actually to try to aim with it, since you have to time it with your magic blue ball of light. And we release an ivy. And it looks like there was a cave down there. Where, like you saw there, I'm also able to grab those yellow thingies. So when that is actually the gems or the MP. And we can drag it to us while doing this strange thing here, when we're just holding out our sword, which we do with the L and R buttons. No, this is not my first playthrough of this game. It is my first playthrough though in, I think, at least 10 years or something. So I'm not remembering it that vividly. But I did play this quite a lot as a kid actually. And it was one of my favorites growing up for the Super Nintendo. Now we release the Watermill Keeper. A man's voice came from inside the watermill. Darn it! This stupid wheel. It's so hard to turn. Seems angry. So the game is actually dropping hints for us, like where we should go when we return to the village. And the thing with the main character in this game is that we are sent from above, and we can actually speak with almost everything in the world, because almost everything has a spirit in this game, which is very inspired by Japanese way of seeing into those things. And this elevator actually speaks to us now. And this is an elevator invented by Dr. Leo. I cannot move unless the watermill is turning. So, as we just unlocked the watermill before, let's go back and check that out in town. Yeah, it's nice. If you like the base in this one, then just wait until we'll get to a later stage, or a later part of this game. Because there we're speaking about the nice base. So let's see here what we have unlocked in town. There once was a watermill here before the village was destroyed. I hear there is a man in the mill who runs the elevator in an underground castle. Same dialogue as before, a bit boring. My husband used to be the village chief. One day he suddenly disappeared along with the other villagers. I feel so lonely. How about being one of my children? Sure, let's go ahead. Really? I will call it Tedium from now on. Use the second floor as your own room. Nice. So now we apparently got ourselves a mother. Yeah, you're right about that, guys. They could definitely have been more specific about the watermill being stuck. So Vim is saying that his headcanon here is that the elevator was built by wood from the tree in Golden Sun, and yeah, that is a nice reference. I like that. For anyone that hasn't played Golden Sun, by the way, go ahead and play that. Especially the part there that Vim is talking about with the trees. It is such a nice story arc, at least from what I remember. This is the room of the village chief. He used to sit and rock here for hours. I wonder when he's going to come back. So this chair here, actually, we're able to speak with that as well. Which is interesting because you're usually not able to speak to objects like that in many games. Hello, may I help you? Oh, you are the one who released me. Whenever you use the medical herb, please come back and I will give you another. Did she start walking? Oh, okay, she's just following me. Nice touch. I'm the guard of the bridge. I guess it is not really necessary to guard such a small bridge. Please pass. This is just... I don't mind dialogue like this, just giving some flavor to the world, even though it doesn't mean anything at all. The chair, I mean, yeah. I mean... That is a good question. I actually haven't been thinking about that. Why it's wagging horizontally like that. Rotating this wheel will move the elevator in the underground castle. I am too weak to turn this wheel. Will you do it for me? Yes, being the divine power that we are, let's try this. As the wheel started to turn, power was transmitted to the underground castle. And now the elevator seems to be working again. So down here we actually unlocked an ivy that we can climb. And here we find a cave with 2 chests in it. We received an iron armor. Well, the guy that was standing there didn't have the strength to actually turn it. And I mean, with us being sent from above, we most likely are very strong. So, yeah, I guess that he was just too weak. I'm watching over the world. Please take this. More EXP for us. Nice. And more MP as well. So we received an armor here. The iron armor. Which doesn't do anything fancy, but it gives more armor, which is always nice, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I mean... So this was the wheel. And I think that we managed to get it unstuck. With our brute forcing. Or maybe it is like this. He was turning it in the wrong way. There actually was an explanation for that. I didn't know that, actually. Don't you think this watermill is great? Yeah, it's fantastic. This is the thing with me that has played this game since so many years back. I just accept everything like it is, but when we do look at it from your perspective, like we just did there, Kaiser, then you're absolutely right. It didn't make any sense just being the way it was. Let me see here. Is the sound and everything sounding good, by the way? The fantastic text sound, indeed, and thank you for joining here, Dennis. You need a text sound in order to know that it is an older RPG. It has to be there. I agree with you. I was really glad that we actually talked about NPC and that he provided an explanation for it. Such a cute way to explain why he couldn't do it. I mean, now we can at least admit that he's probably not that weak, but we can definitely agree that he is not the smartest guy around. Because if he runs that place and he doesn't know that he's doing it in the wrong direction or pulling it in the wrong direction, then yeah, not much of a... He's not doing his job very good. Now we released an old man. Yeah, there is. Sure is. It's a lot of fun to have you all here. And please, if you have any comments about what types of game I am playing or what you want to see more of in the future, then please go ahead, because I am currently trying to establish what I want to play here on Twitch. And I just thought that this game would be a nice game to sit back and relax and watch and see the world gets rebuilt like this. Now we released the goat. And the thing here is that we released the goat, but we also made some nice fences around it, and it just makes the whole village look so much more beautiful. 100% Golden Sun 1 and 2 playthrough. The thing is, I have actually been meaning to replay the Golden Sun game one day. And I would absolutely... I wouldn't mind doing that on stream either. So that is definitely a candidate for the future. If they ever were to release information about Golden Sun 4, then I would definitely need to replay all the older games just to get caught up in the story and the world and the lore and everything. Let's see what we'll unlock here. Now we released Lisa, which apparently comes with a house. You hear some light snoring coming from inside the house. I remember that very vividly as well, Vim. When we sat in school and I just couldn't help myself to fool you. And I knew that the both of us were big Golden Sun fans. And I did an April Fool's joke on you. And I can still remember how disappointed you were when you found out that it wasn't true. And I still feel really sorry for you. And I have never done anything like that again. So, about Dark Dawn, which is the third entry in the Golden Sun series, I haven't still beaten it actually, because I remember when I played it at the time, I only played about half of it. And I just didn't prioritize it back then. But I really want to go back and replay it. But right now, as mentioned, if they release Golden Sun 4, then I think I see that more as a good opportunity to go back and replay everything. Some stairs and a guy. Yeah, it was a very good joke. And I agree with you, I wouldn't forgive me either for what I did, so please hold that grudge for the rest of your life. Until the day when it is finally released. The issue right now is that Camelot Software, that creates the Golden Sun series, are only doing Mario sports game all the time. And I just want them to stop with that and go ahead and do the Golden Sun series again. Another ivy, so that we can climb up to the tulip over there. Now we release the tool shop's owner's son. Starting to get the whole village going strong. Oh, let's go this way. So in this game you can actually strafe like this, which makes it really easy to keep you facing the direction you actually want to hit in. So you will see me do that quite a lot, move like this, just in order to keep myself facing the right direction. So we are currently unlocking a lot of monsters here. I will just let all of those spawn and do this, which feels really good. So they are spawning at an increased rate here. And now we actually unlock something again. Tricks of Genocide, yeah. Another goat. We'll have to go back and talk to those guys later, since we're actually able to do that. I keep getting hit so much by everything. So the way the combat in this work is that you want to hit everything with your, of course with the sword, but like at the end of it, because there is some kind of freeze frame activity going on that makes you to hit everything harder by doing that. So when killing monsters like this, you actually don't want to face them. It's more effective to do it like this. Howdy hell! Was that released today or was it very recently with Fantasia, Dennis? There is something up there, yeah. Shooting at us. But we managed to get it. Oops. Have to improve that aim, I guess. Wasting a lot of MP. Oh, look at those. So another thing I want to mention here is that you see that blue ball of lighting just floating around us. If I press right, you can see that it actually moves to the right of the screen. And if I go to the left, then it does the opposite. So that way we're actually able to adjust the angle of that one as well, or the aim. Oops. I keep saying I will improve my aim, but I ain't doing it. An old man, which also comes with a big house. Today, is that so? Nice. Hello J-Brand, and thank you for joining the stream. It's going really well so far. We are playing a game called Soul Blazer, an action RPG for the Super Nintendo. Which, in a few words, is about restoring the world back to its former glory by killing monsters. This is the heart of the underground castle. You may meet many monsters that cannot be defeated with that sword. You will be able to save those creatures once you return with the correct sword. Would you like to return to Grass Valley? Yeah, I think because we should be finished now with this area. I think that we killed everything we can so far. But yeah, Fantasia being released today, I actually got a lot more excited about the game after we spoke about it on the podcast the other week. So, yeah, one day I might actually check it out. Let's hope that the composer, Nobuo Uematsu, actually composed some nice music for it. We should be able to hear that starting today then. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, Brand, because this game actually was released by the same company that released Actraiser. And you can actually see the UI of this game is borrowing the same elements from Actraiser as well. And even though it isn't crystal clear, there are a lot of theories going around that Actraiser and this game, as well as many other games from the same company, are sharing the same world or universe. Yeah, exactly. Equip the stick when you wish to speak with someone who is sleeping. So that, now they're referring to the dream rod that we got earlier. Let's see. This one. So we can equip that one and see if we can go into any dreams afterwards. Hey, you look like you would be good at crab walking. Try it. You don't know how? Just walk while pressing either the L or R button. So this is the strafing that I talked about earlier. So we can move like this the whole game if we want to. Crab walking, as they call it. Yeah, Apple only for Fantasia, at the moment at least. I am pretty sure it will be released on other platforms. It's most likely a time exclusive. Oh, nice crab emote. Tinian, you're just walking around doing nothing. Thanks for noticing. I'm beginning to worry about you. Please stay here and rest. Okay, we can actually get full health here. I didn't remember that. We we released, I should say, this sun here before. I'm helping my mother. Would you like to buy some goat's food? Do you want to know how much it costs? Well, about $1 billion plus tax. Oops, that's a lot of dollars. No. Teddy, I'm sorry. I will give it for free. And now we got some goat's food. That's true, that is like a, what is it called, a trope in all RPGs, that wherever we live, we can sleep and replenish our HP. So you're absolutely right about that, Kaiser. So in here we have this girl, Lisa, that we released earlier, and she seems to be asleep. So let's place a dream rod on the girl's head, which is a creepy thing to do, just go inside someone's house and just place a rod on their head. And now we are inside a dream. And this area is looking very similar to the place that we were earlier. A voice full of sadness came from somewhere. Listen, you must tell everything that you know to the person in front of you. They will also need my paintbrush to continue. Daddy, is that you? Where are you, Daddy? I miss you so much. But there was no answer. Who are you? Why am I here? Now she woke up. Oh my, who are you? Get out of my house! Wait, I'm sorry for yelling at you. Please come back and listen to my story. I had a very strange dream. It was about my father and someone who looked just like you. My father told me to give his paintbrush to you and tell you all I know. The brush is all I have left from my father. I hid it somewhere. When you come back to me with that brush, I will tell you all I know. So, most likely we're gonna go to the place that we saw in the dream. Go in and slap your rod on her head. That does indeed sound very wrong. In more ways than one, I would say. Please yell at me more. You like being yelled at, J-Brand? My name is Gaudi, and I'm an architect. I built all the houses in this town. Come back later, I will show you something. Sure? And here we have a guy running around in circles. This was painted by Dr. Leo. A strange face has appeared. It's terrifying. So he's actually referring to this painting over here. There is a picture of the village chief in the painting. He appears to be sad. You remember Lisa's dream, right? Have you returned to the place you saw in her dream? Things may be different from when you saw her before. So now the game is also pointing us in the direction. So let's go back and hopefully get that paintbrush that they were speaking about earlier. When I was a kid, I actually always moved around town trying to avoid all those clouds. So I tried to never get hit by them. Like this. Well, you might be in the minority at this GA brand. That's for sure. And indeed, Kaiser, the NPC did an announcement of an announcement. Little would I know that the gaming news industry would do a lot, or not only the gaming news, but all industries will do a lot of that many years later. So for anyone that doesn't know, this game was actually released back in 1992, so it is a very old game. Hence the retro tag that I'm using here on Twitch for it. I like it to have some bonding going on here in the chat. Or at least J-Brand is trying to. We'll see if Kaiser opens up a bit. Now we released an old man, as well as this beautiful house here actually. And here we have Leo's brush, which is the paintbrush that they were referring to earlier. Boom, 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 boom. Kaiser, the most conflict-scared man there is. Well, I wouldn't call you that though, Kaiser. I think that you're just choosing your battles. But when you do get into battle, I don't think you're conflict scared at all. So, by the way, if you remember the architect guy before, that was called Gaudi, he told us that he wanted us to get back later. And what he has actually done now, he's built a wall here around the whole village. So it's just looking a lot more sophisticated now. And they also, not he, but we have actually built a house here around our base. So if we go into this blue icon here, this is where we save and where we move to other parts of the world. So here's the save button. Do you wish to continue? Yes. TDN, you're doing well. Do not give up. Thank you. Yeah, I think there are some bonding going on here in chat. I like to see that. Since losing my wife to an illness, I noticed a goat hanging around my place. I was so lonely, I decided to keep the goat as a pet. Even though there are no goats here. Speaking of goats, we forgot to speak to the goats we released earlier. I wonder why people live in such small houses. Can you believe the village chief was swallowed up in one of the paintings in the house on the hill? Oh, so that might have been the face that we saw earlier. Oh, you have some food for the tool shop. I promise to tell you a secret if you will give me the food. Yeah, let's give him the food. Thank you. I will tell you a secret. If you wish to get inside a painting, you must equip an item which used to belong to the painter and touch the painting. So I think that you all see where this is going by now, right? Well, I have other things to attend to, so I will see you later. This goat has an awful lot going on, actually, for being a goat. And he's actually going back to the shop where we received the goat food. Hey, give me my food! So this woman here will always give us a medical herb in case we're in need of it. Yeah, exactly. I was actually staying away from the man, looking at that to see if the man was actually moving, but he wasn't. He just walked straight through him. Maniac goat. Yeah, the goat is amazing. I mean, just look at his attitude. Cool goat. And like you saw here, we didn't actually get anything from the goat. He just went there and said that. And it is those small touches that just make this game... It's really fun to just release stuff from the monsters, because you never really know what you get. Oh, that's nice to hear from you, Vim. I'm really glad that you're staying. And I'm really glad to hear you all say that it's a cozy stream, because I'm also having a very cozy time here with all of you. Makes my heart go all warm here. So what do you think of those walls? These walls. I am known to be a fast builder. He sure was. We were away for about 3 minutes into the cave, and this is what I came up with. He's a good wall builder. So let's equip the paintbrush. The paintbrush used to paint to picture the world of evil. Oh, we have found my father's paintbrush. I will now tell you what to know. One day, as I returned from shopping, I found a note. Lisa pulled out the note and began to read. Lisa, I won't be able to see you for a while. If you have any problems, please see the village chief. Take care of your friends, Turbo the dog, Lou the dolphin, Gnome the snail, and Marie the doll. The animals mentioned in the letter were once my father's pets. Oh, now it's Lisa talking, sorry, I forgot to switch voice. I don't understand what he's trying to say though. I know you're a complete stranger, but will you please search for my father? Sure. And as we have understood, the painting in this house is very suspicious. So now we're dragged into the painting. And here we have the next area. We can already see quite a lot of variation in the dungeons. And I still think to this day that this is one of Soul Blazer's greatest strengths, that it just graphically is really varied, and I think it's a nice game to look at in almost any case. The pixel graphics used here is just right up my alley. Super Mario 64 copied this game? In what way do you mean that, Kaiser? Oh, you mean with the paintings, right? Now that you mention it, that's true in one sense, isn't it? Yeah. And yeah, we have some new music here. And I have to say that this is one of the weaker tracks in the game. Whoops. But at least there's some variation. Okay, so now we have a new enemy here that throws spears at us. And whenever we kill an enemy, you can see a number above its head, and that is the amount of XP we get from them. So this guy here actually gives us 5 XP, so we're starting to get a bit more of those. Have you seen the background in this place? It's so hectic, just like moving at such a rapid speed like that. They couldn't have slowed that down just a little bit. Yeah, it absolutely is very close to Actraiser. Actraiser is a 2D platformer, so it is a bit different in that you have another way of physics in those games. But it feels very samey in a way. I don't know if we're in Castle in the Sky. I mean, we are in a painting after all, so I guess that there are no limits, right? In what we're achieving here. And I fully agree with you, Dennis, that the SNES era games, almost like all of them, they just look really, really nice. Even if, I mean, this game was probably designed to be played at smaller monitors than what we're looking at now, but it still looks really good. Pixel graphics like this is just, it's the best. another ivy, which unlocks a new part of the town. And now we're just unlocking more of the way forward. Here we actually received the medical herb, and as you know, we already have one, because we haven't died yet, so whenever that happens, a chest like this will just refill our HP, and if we don't have any HP to refill, like in this case, then we just lose that item. So we just wasted a medical herb right there. So, you hear the sound? When I hit that guy, he's actually way too powerful for us right now to kill. Ouch. This place is a bit tricky actually. So a lot of the combat is actually just about finding a good place to stand so that the enemies can come to you and you can safely kill them. So here we have a good spot. If we stay like this, and we can safely kill them every time. So yeah, we can't kill this one now, and thus we can't actually unlock this one. And this is a very cool feature of this game, because who knows when we might get this sword or a weapon so that we can actually kill those guys. And then we have more unlocking to do in this first world here, even though we're advancing in the game to a later stage. Pixel art sure is amazing. Neo Geo is absolutely one of the top contenders, if not the top contender of beautiful pixel art graphic. Just looking at, for example, the Metal Slug games or almost any games released for system, they are looking so cool. Oh yeah, you're able to highlight names like that. It's good in order to see through a lot of the noise that sometimes can appear in chat in Twitch. So once again, thank everyone for joining the stream. If you are liking what you see, then please don't forget to hit that follow button so that you're notified of when we're going live more times in the future. I would really appreciate it if you hit the follow button. Did I mention that I want you to press the follow? No, sorry. So once again here you can see that we're not facing the enemies that we want to kill, because it is once again more effective to just do it like this. So the battle mechanics is a bit wonky, but I really like them. They're easy enough to get into. Oh yeah. Now we are actually talking about the real stuff here. Becoming an affiliate so anyone can drop a T3 sub for private Snapchat. To be announced. Yeah, hi YouTube, press subscribe and remember to like the video. And also don't forget to leave a comment. So once again here, you saw that we have a lot of those metal things going around the stage, or this part of the world. And so we still can't get that one either. So we have to remember this place here, that there are quite a lot of enemies to kill for the future. The sound is quite annoying. Ding, 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 ding. So now we unlocked a shortcut back to our base. So as you can see here, if we go right, we're going back to where we just were, and down here is the town. And this place is the first area where we received our magic. So let's do a quick save here. And then we'll continue on into the dungeon. Bing, 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 exactly. Bing, bing. Oh. Oh, that feels so good. Killing all of them with one attack like that. A boy. And a cave. But we wait a bit more until we go back to town. So you always have to wait for the enemies to... They have some vulnerability the moment they're spawning in like that. So that's why I don't attack them straight away. Oh, this looks suspicious. And that's because there is a boss in here actually. So you see these arrows in the ground? They're moving in direction automatically if we stand on them. So it is very easy to just get stuck like that. And you see that this guy's health bar, it's actually quite big for being the first boss. And we are not doing a lot of damage. We unfortunately can't use magic on this guy either. So we have to get close to him in order to get any hits on him. And I'm always getting too greedy. Oh no! Let's see here, have we equipped our medical herb? Yes, it's equipped, just in case. Whoops, and if we get too close he will actually turn metal and we won't be able to kill him at all. So now I know this tactic from being a kid and playing this game, but I remember like the first times I get it, like this guy is always crushing you because the difficulty spike at this place is such a huge one in comparison to everything else up until now. Okay, yeah, see you later then, Kaiser, and thank you so much for being in the stream so far, and hopefully we'll see each other soon again. Reminds me of a boss in Cage 2, the Santa boss. Do you mean... Oh, the one that's made on the conveyor belts? Santa Claus bis, indeed. Yeah, there were 3 conveyor belts in that boss fight as well, right? And now we released the village chief. So now the chair can't waggle back and forth like that anymore. Welcome to my room. I finally feel like myself again. I have something to tell you. Please come back to my house. I feel that all my elder man voice is the same. Bing, bing, bing. So let's go back to the Elder Chief. Oh, we actually released this goat as well. I don't know if there is such a thing as reincarnation, even though I can't communicate with my husband. I enjoy his company. Oh, so this goat is actually the deceased wife from the man in this house that we spoke to earlier. Since losing my wife, I noticed a goat hanging around my place. I was so lonely I decided to keep the goat as a pet. This is quite cute actually. I feel as though I have been surrounded with darkness. In that darkness I heard my best friend Leo. He told me to give this brownstone to a person named Tidian. I don't know what the brownstone looks like, but this is a stone that I received from him the day before he disappeared. Tidian, okay, well, the game doesn't really communicate when someone is talking and when there is an event happening. So it's hard to do reading like that. And now we got a brownstone. Which, as we all know by have played any RPG games, that getting stones is just a good thing. Suddenly the monster's voice came thundering down from the heavens. The brownstone you have is a key to open the world of evil. This is where Depthol lives. Come back to me with the stone. So then we have to go to our base to talk with this divine, or our master. But before we do that, I would just like to check out a few things here first. You are the one who set me free, right? I should show you around. Please follow me. So this goat apparently has something to tell us. This is the home of Dr. Leo, the inventor, and his daughter Lisa. That is a very small home, by the way, for 2 people. Dr. Leo was a great painter as well as an inventor. One day, many soldiers came and took Dr. Leo away. Lisa has not been the same since. Well, no wonder just getting your father dragged away like that. The house at the top of this clip contains a painting by Dr. Leo. I think the title of the painting is something like The World of Evil. This goat sure knows a lot. This is a house people constructed for the goats. I'm not terribly fond of it. I did see something on the ground near the corner of the fence. Oh! A medical herb, which we, again, just wasted, because we can't use it. Yeah, the goat most likely went to Todai, the University of Tokyo, since he is so smart. Just look at this house, living 2 people inside this. It would be so crowded. I feel bad for Lisa having been separated from her parents, so this girl here is once again going to be like her mother. Some believe after a person dies they will return in the form of a different creature. If this is true, I wonder what my mother is doing now. There is a lot of talk about reincarnation and stuff like that in this game. Be sure to check underneath all of the tulips. A boy may have hidden something under one. He thought that no one was watching, but I saw him. And I might know which tulip we're gonna look below. Oh, you scared me! This is our secret house. We have hidden treasure near here. So, like this tulip was mentioning, we're actually able to move this one. And below that we found a path. It's this one. A path made by the children of Grass Valley. Let's start with this guy. Oh, the pass. Where did you find it? You can go inside now. Okay, so you can't actually go inside here without a pass. But we already got it, so skip the one event there. There is a strange bottle. Okay. You will not lose any gems should your life meet a reach. Reach 0? Okay, so I can't actually progress the text here. So it just ends like that. I did try to press all buttons, I think. Yeah, that's just the way it is. You will not lose any gems should your life meter reach 0. I guess that just restores our gems. I'm not really sure how that explanation works. Did you by the way notice here that the music changed in town when we completed or slay the first boss? So this is the Happy Town music, which is different from the one we heard before. But I think that we are actually finished now with everything we can do in this world, so let's go and speak with our master. A voice came from above. The brownstone you see is one of the 6 stones in this world. When all 6 of these stones are gathered, the gate leading to the world of evil shall be opened. Now, you must go to the Greenwood, which is spelled... Okay, go to Greenwood where the next stone awaits you. Exactly, J-Brand. This is actually the same game that I recommended in the podcast. So, for anyone, if we have any new viewers here, it's called Soul Blazer. And it's a very old retro game, released for Super Nintendo. And we did just finish the first world here. And can now move on to the second one, where we have a new place to rebuild actually. So, we just speak with this one again. And we press move instead, and then we're able to move along in the world. So here we have the world map, alongside the world map feed, which I think is most likely the best track in the game. So I'm able to move around like this, So as we can see here, the next world is gonna be a forest. And a really fun thing about this world map actually is that now we can see that everything is withered on the world map and it just looks very desolate and empty and dead. And whenever we do clear this area, we'll actually see the forest get a lot more greener and looking more nice. It is the same thing here, that the village that we can see here has actually already been built. So this is quite a cool detail. And one of the cooler things is it's really fun to move around in the world like this, because you don't really know what the next area will look like except for those small hints like this. So let's head into the forest. That organ is so loud. So now we have a new area that we can rebuild, and like we saw on the world map, this is actually a forest area, which will change the focus from houses and roads to more nature-like objects. And now we're heading into the first dungeon area of this world. And you can see that we're gathering quite a lot more EXP from those guys than we were previously. I think that almost everything in the last world did give us about 5 EXP when we killed them in the end. Now we already get 11. Yeah, let's see if there is a goat here as well. At least they have a bird here. That's a start. Let's see if they are just as intelligent as the goats were in the previous place. And once again, we have some really nice bass going around here in the tracks. I really like those enemies where they are spawning this fast. Just feels so good killing them like that. So sometimes the enemies drop a lot of mana. And I am one of those guys that whenever I play an RPG, I'm always saving on resources. So I don't really like using magic that much, because you never know when you'll need it. And in the end you have like a ton of resources for everything and you have never used anything of it. Whoops. So those enemies that aren't part of a monster den like that, they actually respawn every time you go into a release section or animation like that. So that could be good to keep in mind. So those guys are, you can't actually attack them while they are attacking. So if you look at it like now, I'm not doing anything. But as soon as that stick that they're using, when they aren't using that, then we can go ahead and attack them as well. So now we are inside some kind of temple here. Can we just take a moment here to appreciate how grumpy those yellow things here look like? The mouth on those guys just look like the saddest thing ever. Yeah, thank you for joining so far, Dennis. And like I said to Kaiser here, that if you're able to join later on, you are more than welcome. It was really fun having you joining the stream, as always. Maybe you're about to go and play Fantasian now, I don't know. Because I sure wouldn't blame you if you did. Now we release the squirrel. A small voice is coming from a hole. Oh, I'm starving. If someone can bring me something to eat, I will exchange this powerful sword with them. Oh, dinner, nice. Not Fantasian then. So this is actually the first game I am streaming here live on Twitch that isn't widescreen, so this is why I don't have any fancy background or anything being used there. It's all black. I will have to look into that a bit more. I tried doing that before the stream, but I couldn't get the window that this game is played in displaying very nicely due to this aspect ratio being 4x3, since it is an older game after all. Yeah, thank you, Jebran, for liking it. I mean, it is very simple, but I guess it just does its job. I'm just a bit concerned that there's a little bit too much black, especially when the chat is very, very silent. So, I mean, we could actually change that by doing... we could do it like this. So, now, whenever you are writing in chat, it won't disappear like it has been doing previously. And then we'll actually solve that problem. And the thing is that we can all go crazy with all the fancy stuff in Twitch, right? Just adding cool overlays and things, but I'd much rather just get going with the stream and learn what works and what doesn't, and just try to become a better streamer before doing any of those things, and just slowly building them up as we go. I think that's more important. Yeah, definitely. So if you are hanging around it, then please join us in the chat and just chat about whatever comes to your mind. So far, I mean, in every world we are facing the same enemies from time to time, but there is still a very good variation of what we are actually facing. So at this place here we have some traps with those nasty looking spikes coming up from the floor. And now we received some EXP again. And we do not want to go back. No, now I pressed it twice. This is like the owl from the Ocarina of Time game. It always asks you if you wanna hear everything that he said again. And if you don't move the cursor, then he will just repeat it again and again. Oh, we're eating kebab. Yeah, but now I actually got... Just from seeing the word kebab, I just got hungry, like that. What is the time? It's soon 6 o'clock. Yeah, might be... could come a kebab here. Later then, I don't know. Yeah, rest in peace Kebab House. I'm actually still a bit sad about them going away. As you know, Wim, and many others that knows me, I was really fond of that place. But to be fair, they wasn't that good in the last 1 year when I tried them. So maybe their motivation went down a bit. I'm not sure. I am the creature who brings light and darkness. I will help you upon your return. That is a cool mole living in there. This might be the next goat guy in this village. Okay, let's go up here and see. I think that I want to go down first after having been killing those guys. So is it a kebab with a lot of extra cheese on it? Yes. Not sure what the English word for it is. Yeah, it is. I know you well enough to know that that is the way that you like your kebab. Yeah, it's feta cheese, right? Yeah, that is a word from Greece, I guess. Now we released a crocodile that looks an awful lot like something we can walk on. Ouch. Once again, that invincibility frame that those guys are using when attacking is harsh. Oh yeah, maybe it is cheese made from sheep. I actually don't know the definition. And now we've got some delicious seeds, which definitely aren't feta cheese, but... So maybe we can use this for the squirrel later on. I don't remember. I really know the first world by heart. But as soon as we get to the second world and moving forward, I have forgot a lot of things about how everything is. Which is making it really exciting for me as well, just to see what will unlock and everything. Now we found another strange bottle, but we already got one, so that doesn't help us at all. And here we actually have a statue that can attack us. Another squirrel. They're living in such cute houses in the trees. And once again, I mean, the music isn't like the best, but it serves its part. So here, if you have a close look at the statues, you can actually see that a few of them are just a little bit different in colors. And this one is just right in front of us here. So if I move into that one, he will actually start attacking us. And this actually isn't something that's very easy to spot. I just remember it from having played this game before. Teleporting mobs or enemies. They are always such a hassle to deal with. And now we unlocked another mole. Now I'm curious if it actually is feta cheese that is made from sheep or not. Do we have anyone in chat that could maybe Google it for us? Which isn't Jbrand, since he's actually enjoying some kebab right now and probably can't type on his keyboard. More MP, more gems. Now we are in the light area again. Oh, and one guy, okay. Don't mind. A deer. And the stage. So that is a animal theater, which is really cool actually. And now we're back all the way to the top again of this temple. Those guys are spawning so slow. Just get out of there already. Now we just unlocked a shortcut back in case we miss something. Oh, did you see that? That is actually quite an evil enemy placement just right in front of the chest. Is there one over here as well? Oh. And now we're outside. This track is a lot more nice. A whole lot more nice, but it is a nice change of flow. Something a bit faster. Something new. A dog. Okay. We have a lot of talking to a lot of animals to do after getting back to town. Ouch. Hitting me. with their sticks. I'm just imagining someone from inside the bush just like doing like that. Yeah, I can take down the camera a bit. Thank you for telling me if that was somewhat of a problem. Is it a little bit better now? I think that my head are more in the center of the frame now. Or did it change? Okay, yeah, great. That's a very good point actually. Maybe I should just do it a little bit more then, since like you mentioned I am after all talking a lot with my hands. Good point there, J Brand. Yeah, I think we keep it like this. I am actually really a guy that speaks with his hands a lot. Sounds good. This place is huge actually, for this little guy. Turbo the dog used to live with a human named Neo. Turbo learned a great many things from him. He used branches from the trees to make to call a raft. Okay. In there we actually have a chest. I can tell what something is just by its smell. Alright, let me start doing my job. So I guess that we follow this dog now. From right, I smell fresh air. From down below, I smell a mole. What is that smell? I smell something strange come from above. It's around here somewhere. I smell something really strange. There is an outhouse. There is an outhouse? Oh, this is a bathroom. Okay, I see. Thank you for walking with me. I will tell you a secret. So we just smell in some dog pee, probably. Nice, I guess. I can smell some armor north of here. Could this be the chest that he's referring to then? This one? Maybe it is. Before we start going into those holes here, I just want to talk with this one. Hello, I'm a member of the famous Woodstein Trio. We usually have a variety show at this theater, but I'm missing my two sidekicks. So I guess we'll release them later. Talk with the stump. Please listen carefully. This is Greenwood. This land was developed by a dog named Turbo. He created this town so animals could come here and feel safe. So we have been mentioning this Turbo dog, or he has been mentioned quite a lot during the game. Those houses look phenomenal. Many people will be like in Asmon chat shouting camera once in a while. Is that because the camera is moving a bit? Or are there any other reason? And yeah, outhouse is utedust, that's correct. That's at least what I think it is. So yeah, not very nice stepping into that. Oh, is it shutting off? Because he's skipping on the quality of the camera. Yeah, the camera is just like moving upwards. The thing is that the cat that we just got a week ago, she really likes to lay behind my screen, where the cable for the camera is. So I think that if I am to blame someone, it will be her. Please come and take a walk with me. Alright, let's go. If you find a particular mole, you will be able to see in the dark. Make sure to talk to all the moles. Okay? All of the dogs really like to walk on with us. The island over there is a graveyard. My twin brother is the island guard. Oh, deep. We tell the trees what is taking place and in turn they give us seeds to eat. So I guess you could say we have some sort of give and take relationship. Cool. The birds tell me many stories. I am thankful for them because I can't move from this spot. The birds tell me the Lost Side Marsh has 3 shrines. and we've been into one of them because the area we have been exploring is actually called Lost Side Marsh. One is called water, another is fire, and the third is light. I see. So we actually didn't use the nut for the squirrel before. Let's go do that after we have done this quest for the dog. This is Green Theater. A group called the Woodstein Trio is a local favorite here. Thank you for walking with me. Oh, and one more thing. We animals communicate not only with our voices, but also... If I step like this and wag my tail, it means thank you. Did you already know that? Well, maybe from the human world, but not from this game. I have as much fun walking people as they do walking me. That's great. I think that the perspective that we get from the animals and other objects in this game is one of the best parts of it. I will exchange this sword with you for the seeds. He didn't even ask me, he just took the seeds from us and gave us a sword. Oh yeah, you definitely will, J-Brand. Like, getting a cat in there is just asking for trouble for any setup you have. So now we receive the Psycho Sword, which is a tad bit longer and has doubled strength. Invincible monsters temporarily paralyzed. Cool. But after all, they are really cute cats, so it's, yeah, definitely worth it. Keeping those cute ones around. So here we have a mole. Even though I don't look like it, I am from the sky, just like you. I light up the darkness. I light up the darkness. Sorry. You cheer up, everyone. Let's work together to revive the world. The creature who lights up the darkness, join team. Okay, so in case we haven't, if we didn't speak with the tree earlier, we wouldn't have any clue what was just going on. But apparently, this mole afterwards lets us see in the dark. Who are you? Are you trying to walk over me? Yes. You have some nerve. Okay, but don't hurt me. I see. Now we can't talk to the guy anymore. They have dug so cute little tunnels down here. You must bring me something that once belonged to Monmo. Okay. Nothing here. I think it's time now to head back into battle. So let's go in here, where we have our base. First we can just do a quick save. Just in case. So when is it that you will get your cat, J-Brand? I always forget the date. If you're able to ride, of course, due to the kebab situation that you're in. Oh, 15th of April, so in about 2 weeks then. Nice. I guess that you're really excited for it, right? Can't wait, yeah. I remember the struggle we did while waiting for our kitten Kiwi to come to our place. She is still, though, a tad bit energetic in order to be able to be here while I'm streaming, but I hope that I soon can have her join our streams as well. I think that she will make great company. But I'm not too amused by the thought about having to tell her what she can do and can't do while streaming. So now, after we actually got the sword, we can feel that our power has increased quite a lot, actually. We can also see that those metal enemies, we still can't kill them, but at least they will be paralyzed. Yeah, hello Slacker, and welcome to the chat, or this stream. And as you mentioned, I'm already in World 2. I have been going quite fast through the game, actually. Especially the first world, since I know it very well. But already now, from the second world, I feel that my memory is getting a lot more hazy over the whole thing. It was, after all, over, like, I think it is almost 10 years ago or something when I last played this game. Oh, nothing aside. Thank you for that chest. Like, all combat, it's just about how you can cheese everything. Okay, so now we're able to go down there, but I don't think I want to do that. I want to explore this place a little bit first. Which is a little bit maze-like. Oh. A huge chunk of 8 MP. Cheese, yeah. That's some feta cheese. Maybe. And yeah, cats does indeed have a tendency to be a bit energetic at first. And especially my room here, it's full of cords everywhere, especially behind the screens, so that is a favorite of hers to be at. And I just can't trust her with it yet. Because as soon as you get your eyes off her, then those teeth, really sharp teeth, comes forth. So this was actually the first case when all enemies had already been placed in the world and they didn't spawn from that little portal. No, well, she has been itching on them, I think is the word, just a little bit with her teeth, but she haven't really been biting for real. But I am still a bit afraid that she will bite the wrong cable and something terrible will happen, so I'm really keeping a close eye on her as soon as she starts moving around all the cables. Better be safe than sorry. So those guys actually becomes invisible like that for a short period of time. And now could be a good time to start using our magic a bit more. Oh great, that's everything nice with you, Slacker. And how are you enjoying Final Fantasy XIV as of late? Are you up to date with all the story elements or the story in that game? And yeah, Jbrand is having his time of his life here with his kebab. And I am really envious of that piece of meat right now, because I'm starting to get a bit hungry, especially after hearing about the kebab all the time. Or the cheese, for that matter. Oh great, Sebeb, yeah. Are you looking forward for the new expansion that's gonna release this fall? What was the name of it again? It was End something, right? I don't remember. Endwalker, yeah, thank you. Give me some kobolds killing kebabs, yeah, well... Might be better than nothing, I guess. Right? And yeah, the trailer was indeed very cool. Those guys have always been good at making trailers. They always get me pumped, even though I'm never able to catch up to the recent parts of the game. And I didn't mention this part here, by the way, but if you walk on the floor while it's red, then you'll take damage because it is getting very hot. So as you can see, the game isn't that complicated, but it tries to to... what is the word I'm searching for here? Implement new mechanics from time to time in order to keep things interesting enough. And the main part of the game is still to just see how the town are rebuilt. Light arrow magic. So now we actually received a new type of magic, which is double the MP cost, but it instead shoots light arrows in all directions. Let's try it out. Ooh. It sure does look a lot more fancy, at least. Just placing that like that in a group of monsters could be really nice. I think that the damage it does per arrow is still the same though. Yeah, I've always been meaning to get into Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm having some issues just advancing in the story because it is so much at this point. I have only gotten to the first expansion, Heaven's Ward, and even though I enjoyed it, it still feels like there's so much game to get through here that I never get around to actually do it. Even though I know that everyone and their mother says that the story and everything is amazing. Now I'm looking at chat while trying to fight my way here, and it's not going that well. That's why I'm just slashing the air like that. And welcome back, Kaiser. Good thing that you managed to get back for some more Soul Blaze here. We are still in the second world. Or did you perhaps leave us before we completed the first world? I don't remember. I think you did, right? So the second world here is a forest that we're trying to rebuild with a lot of cute squirrels, dogs, and moles. And you'll have a better look at it after getting back to town again, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I think that was how it was. Yeah, I agree with you, Wim, here that the mind-numbing main story quests in the vanilla version are just... You can feel that the developers just try to pad out time. There are many of those. And in my honest opinion, that most of them are just complete garbage. Classic MMO fare quests. It's just 80% of them are really boring. But the ones that are good, well, they are only good, they aren't great. But as soon as you enter Heaven's Ward, then that's when things start to get a lot more interesting. But yeah, they did make it a little bit faster now, doing all the main story quests. In the vanilla version, at least. Yeah, but I think that the reason why we stopped playing like that, Kaiser, is because we were burnt out from all the main story quests. So when we actually got to the good part, we were like, no, not anymore. We can't do it anymore. Which is a shame, really, because, like mentioned, I think that the story seems really cool, and it started to get interesting when I ended. And then we have this whole thing that we have to pay a subscription fee to play it, and yeah, I'm not really too fond of that, to be honest. There is a bird sleeping in front of Turbo's gravestone. Okay, so you remember that we have been speaking a lot, or heard a lot about Turbo so far? Whoops, why do I keep going into that? And that was apparently his grave. So this Turbo seems to be dead. Ouch. Now we're having some great communication going on in chat here. I love to see that. Yeah, and just the thing where you can actually buy a story skip is... It just makes it feel even more worthless, because then you know that the developers also know about the issue, and the way they solve it is by making players pay for it. Oof, don't like that. Yeah, J-Brand would definitely spend his time in the Burning Crusade instead. I can see that. Being all excited for that one. And I hope it turned out good. I hope that Blizzard for sure doesn't botch it with a lot of mounts that you can buy in the store. Like what has been data mined so far and what people are suspecting. Yeah, my health bars sure are growing. Hey. Yeah, people do wanna play all the new content ASAP. And we can't really blame them for trying to make money from it, but I still think that players like me and other, like Kaiser mentioned here, Jens as well, or J-Brand, that we would just appreciate it if we could catch up in a somewhat more easy way, I guess, especially without having to pay. Here we have something as well. And we released another squirrel, and there seems to having a feast going on in the village. The squirrels in this game just look so cute. I really like them. Okay, so this raft doesn't want us to actually go on it. We are rafts made from the branches of trees in Greenwood. If you cannot prove that you are from Greenwood, we will not let you ride. I see. So then we have to go back to town. And now we can actually make use of this shortcut here that we just made. Yeah, let's hope that Blizzard doesn't mess up the TDC launch. Or not launch, but the release of it. I want it to be good as well. Yeah, the pay for power thing in Magic Legends sounded so dumb when you explained it to me, Kaiser. But I still think that the idea of the game looks and sounds cool. I'm a bit sad actually that it just isn't very fun. Also, what J-Brand here is saying is that we should have a shorter version of the story, and yeah, I think so as well, because there are so much padding in there, and there can easily just digest all of that into maybe not a movie, but something like that, just to make everything go a bit smoother for everyone. And then you can still choose if you want to play through everything. Paying for power is always trash, indeed. Yeah, the only good thing I hear about Magic Legends is that it sounds good on paper. And then it just ends. The good things. This is a restaurant. Would you like to see the menu? Great. Let me tell you our special of the day. I'm just kidding. Please don't be offended. The music just stopped like that. I don't think I have played this game for real while after learning English, so just seeing all of those story elements is really, really interesting actually. This restaurant is famous for delicious food and fruit drinks, so no meat then, or no human meat. Will it do the same thing? Yeah, okay. This is still cool though. Exactly, yeah, I am still really hungry, so this restaurant can definitely serve my purposes here. I can tell what something is just... Oh no, we have already talked with this dog. Let's not do that again. Go away. I want to talk with the squirrel. I need to take a walk and work some of this food off. Okay, look at this walking animation. Ew. Why am I following you? Well, it's purely coincidence. Could this perhaps be a member of this trio here? I'm Bill, leader of the Woodstein Trio. Our show is really exciting. No? I don't know if we need to do something with the squirrel. Can we lure him down into one of those holes? No? Let's try this one. Nope. Well, let's see whatever else we have. Boo! Come on, aren't you surprised? You see, this game just tries to scare us. Now, twice in a row. First it tries to eat us, and then this mole just comes in here and tries to scare us. Yeah, I also think it looks cool, the Magic Legends, but that's where the good things end, unfortunately. If you help me cross the river, I will give you something. I think that we need to make a crocodile appear here. There once was a raft made from the bark of my branches. You must find this raft. I believe it might be able to help you in some way. Yeah, but we don't have any branches that we can use for it, and I have already found a raft. So, if we talk with this one twice, will it help us? No, it just keeps repeating the same thing. Then, let's be on our way. Boo! Got us again. Come on, aren't you surprised? So, I think that we need to find this branch so that we can go on the raft. I'm always digging in the ground. Sometimes I dig up strange things. I just dug up some dog bones to the right. I got scared and reburied them. Okay. We have Turbo's grave down there to check out as well. I think that we should use... Yeah, we can go down here to do that. Okay, here we have a sleeping bird, and since we have the dream roll, we can actually use that in order to enter the bird's mind while it's sleeping. Turbo refused to give his life to the evil one, Deathtoll. He fought Deathtoll, trying to save Greenwood and all its animals. This Turbo dog sounds like a really cool dog. Let's see here. Oh, great that they have actually changed the worst thing about pay to win. Is that the new class, perhaps, that you had to buy? Because that sounded just horrible. Oh yeah, great. Nice. And I did try to ride the raft, but we need to have a branch or some leaves in order to ride it, and that's what we are searching for right now. And now we opened up a part here in the wall. Tidian, go to the light shrine and release the guardian of the woods. You will find what you're looking for. There is a bird, Tiki, that may tell you how to use the raft. You must protect Greenwood now that I am gone. Or Turbo getting killed by Deathtoll. Here lies Turbo, builder of Greenwood. Some cool piece of trivia about Turbo is that this dog, or the name at least, is appearing in almost all of Quintet's games. I don't think it is in Accuracy, but I think it is in Illusion of Gaia as well as Terranigma. So it is a reoccurring character in this whole universe. We already spoke to this one. Yeah, sure, thank you. I think that we unlocked... Yeah, here. The leaves of Greenwood are found under the dog bones. Nice. So this is what we need in order to be able to ride raft. Anyone with this is accepted as Turbo's messenger, which are now us. Oh great, the class was actually made unlockable. When you explained it, it just sounded so horrible, actually having to pay to get a chance to get the class. So strange. So now we're back here, and we're gonna go check out the raft and see where that is taking us. Only being grindy isn't the best, but at least you don't have to open your wallet in order to get stuff in the game. Turtle symbol! We will take you to the light shrine. Thank you. Fun fact about this game is that my sister almost never plays any games. She is one of her favorite series is the Sims series. But when we were kids, this was actually one of the only games, except for the Sims series and perhaps Roller Coaster Tycoon actually, that she got into, and she actually completed the whole game, which I am to this day really happy of, that we could actually share some game experience together. And we did of course play Roller Coaster Tycoon and the Sims series together as well, but this is another type of game, an action RPG that usually don't really pull in any casual gamers like that. It just shows how good of a game Soul Blazer is. A bottomless money investment. Sounds really bad, to be honest. Oh no, don't. If you do that, you support them, Kaiser. You're getting into trap. And now release the dog. So now the trio is actually complete. We have the dog, we have the squirrel, and we have the deer, I believe it was. They changed it, but do you still think that it's good enough to be playing? Can we continue on here? Yeah. I'm watching over the world. Please take this. More XP. So let's go into this temple now, which is the last one in this world, so we're soon finished with it. Double the chance to loot as well, okay. But I mean, it is really good that they are listening for feedback and actually acting on it. Because once again, I really want to like this game, Magic Legends. And I hope that in the future, if I ever decide to give it a try, that it will be good then. But I think that it will take quite some time until that is happening. So for any newcomers in the stream, we are currently playing Soul Blazer, an old action RPG where you are rebuilding the world. And we are right now at the end of the second world. So we have advanced quite a bit actually during this stream. So normally all enemies have quite a long vulnerability window like that, and those guys, when they turn invisible, that window is actually prolonged even longer, which makes them a bit disturbing to fight. So this sun here we can't kill, for now at least. Nothing we have works on it. But we can at least hit it once in order to paralyze it, so that it won't come our way. If we have any keen viewers in chat right now, and if you have played Illusion of Gaia, you do actually recognize those ghost enemies, because those can be seen in a cutscene in Illusion of Gaia as well, this white dude here, which is really cool. So for anyone that might have been not here when we actually received a new type of magic, this free ice arrow, which is really nice and easy to use. Oh, now they're increasing the spawn rate of those, and I love it. just having more to actually focus on is so much more fun. And I hope, I'm not sure, I don't remember, but I hope that they will start to increase that more and more the further we get into the game. And just like Jbrand is saying here, that if you are here, then please, by all means, join the chat and have a good time with us. We all do enjoy some nice chatting while we are playing this wonderful gem of game here. Those fire dudes, by the way, look really cool. Haven't really noticed. And the chat don't bite. Oh, you have a Stormmus emote, by the way. Nice. I guess that you got that from Heroes stream, right? Or it has to be. That's the only place I can imagine that would are using that emote. Unfortunately, I don't have any cool emotes myself yet, but one day we might have some cool ones going around here as well. So here you can see that we are actually having a light around us with our blue magic ball. And that is because we spoke to the mole earlier in town that joined us, if you all remember. Oh, that is actually Hero's face. I didn't notice that. I saw that he started a stream yesterday, but I didn't have time to join it because I was doing a lot of video editing myself. But yeah, I think that Hero streams are always a good time. But he's only streaming in Swedish, right? Or has it changed to English? Hello there, Oregon. Thank you for joining the stream. It's nice to have you here. I am looking forward to our Diablo 3 session later that a few of us will have, including Rorarg and Jbrand. The stream froze as soon as you joined. Oh no, that's not a good sign. I see, yeah, so he's doing a bit of both. Well, being able to stream in Swedish would be a lot more casual, I guess. But I already think that just having, just only speaking English in the stream is working a lot better than I first thought that it would. I was really afraid of doing it, actually, from the beginning. And although there are some things to work on, of course, it's still, I'm still being able to focus on both the chat as well as the game. Oh, a shortcut back home. Good. Oh, good that it was on your side, Rorg. I would have been a bit scared if it was on my side or if it was the same for everyone. A mole. Oh, great, yeah. Thank you for the reassuring there, Jbrand. So I wonder if we want to go and just do some more exploring before going back to the town. I don't remember if there are any more monsters to slay. Because, spoilers, we are soon getting to the boss of the second world. And yeah, here we have it. Should we? Yeah, let's just go in there and try to kill it. And just like you're mentioning, Kaisi, just being on Twitch and actually not speaking in English, even though it is on chat or if it's on stream like this, then it just feels strange speaking Swedish. Oh, thank you, Jbrand. Great to hear. So now I remember this boss being quite tricky actually. Let's see here if we're able to do it on our first try. I'm gonna equip this medical herb, which will, in case we die, we'll be able to respawn one time. Ouch. So we're actually facing those 3 masks here, and they have quite a lot of HP. But we managed to take out the first one quite easily, I think. So let's see what the second one here does. He's moving around, and he's hitting us like a truck whenever he... Nice. This is good. Just getting him stuck in this. So let's see what this last one will do. Okay, the fire is actually moving around now. Oh, this guy is a lot more tougher than the previous ones. No! Okay, let's just brute force our way through this. Oh, come on! No! Yes, we did it! I think we just had about 1 more hit, and then we would have died. I can definitely feel my heart, like, going all strong right now. But it is fine for right now, Rorg, with the stream, so you don't have any issues. And thank you as well, Rorg, for saying that the English is working well. I take that as a very good compliment from all of you, but especially you, since you actually moved to New England and live there. So I know that you're hearing a lot of native English-speaking people speak all day. Yeah, the new league is only about 1.5 hour away, 90 minutes away. For us at least. I mean, yeah, we're gonna start in 90 minutes, sorry. Yeah, Rorg is definitely an Englishman now. Being all proper, only drinking tea, having some biscuits. That's just how it is. If you move there, that's how you turn into. What you turn into. I'm the guardian of the woods. Thank you for releasing. I will give you the green stone upon your return. Why, thank you. Like, when we killed the first 2 masks here, I was gonna say, I thought I'd remember that this boss was a lot harder than it was, and then we faced the last mask here, and almost got killed. So I'm glad I didn't say that, actually. Down, da, da, da. Sugar addiction sure isn't easy to get rid of. It sure can. Oh, will this chat now turn into a... What kind of beverage is the best one to drink? I actually think that, I mean, Coke is definitely more tasty. But if I only had one of them to choose and have to drink it all the way from now until I die, then I would definitely go with tea. Because I just think that I would enjoy it more in the long run. And I think I have Kaiser on my side as well. I have been watching the world for a long time. TDM. A dog named Turbo has buried something near my roots. You will need this greenstone someday, so please take it. And we received the greenstone. Close to my roots? Do you mean the chest over there? Or... Oh, okay, I see. It was the greenstone that actually was buried there. Now I have 2 of those. Greenstone, brownstone. Nice. So we have some talking to do before we leave this area. Hey, don't walk around there. Grumpy dog. My name is Monmon the Mole. This place is so bright I cannot see. Would you please lead me to my house? I will follow you. Please take to the hole that leads to my home. Talk to me when I'm standing. Okay, you have explained enough, game. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this guy. I think it was to the middle one here. Yeah. Please don't walk so fast, I can't keep up. Okay, it wasn't that one. Is it this one? Yeah. Now we got stuck. I'll give you a present. Could you wait here? I don't remember if we're actually supposed to wait or if we just go down. Oh, there's a chest. Mole's ribbon. A ribbon that a mole used to be fond of when she was alive. Wait. Well, my mole used to be fond of, but didn't we just speak with Monmo? Was that a ghost? Or am I understanding the wording here wrong? We have a drink called Lilt, and I drink way too much of that once summer comes around. Okay, what kind of... Or maybe you're talking about that later on. Teeth is overrated. Tea is an experience. Yeah, I can agree with that. You have to get into drinking tea. Especially if you're going from Coke. Yeah, so far you can do links in the streams. I haven't had any issues with it so far, but if we run into anything, then we have moderators here that could handle it, hopefully, or I can. Let's see here. So Lilt is inspired by the flavors of the Caribbean. Contains real pineapple and grapefruit. This sounds really nice, actually. The bots haven't attacked yet. Yeah, actually, we have one during one of my first streams, actually, that went in here. But they didn't post any links, I think. There was just... I don't remember what they did, actually. Exactly, we have Jbrand T with his sword here. Moderate the sword, going crazy. That's good. Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was a ghost. Both of us fell in love with Momo. Oh, this is a love triangle story between moles. One day Momo was captured by evil. He tried to rescue her, but never came back. Suddenly he appeared. I had no idea what happened to him. Anyways, take this bracelet and revive. And revive Greenwood. I know those two moles would have liked to leave her in peace. I'm not quite sure I understood this whole story segment here. I was too focused on the Lilt drink. Will reduce the amount of damage received from enemies by half. That is actually an insane item to receive this early. I must smack them if they link something weird. Yeah, that's good. And hello and welcome, Saint Trip Official. And indeed, this is played on an emulator so far, because I don't have a capture card for my Super Nintendo or my TV. So this is the easiest way to do it. Until I actually get a capture card. But then again, I think that the image quality will just be a lot more better this way anyway. Okay, so it's actually the tree that's sleeping, yeah. So as you all know, we can use the dream rod here in order to look into what the tree are thinking. Oh, no! I wanted to speak with that bird. T then placed the dream rod upon the stump. Ah. Let's see here. Okay, now we actually cleared up this area so that we can move behind the tree later on. That's nice. Even though I am only a stump in real life, I often dream that I am a bird and can fly wherever I wish. Oh, that's cute. Even trees have dreams. Exactly, and I just think that the hazel is worth it actually, in order to play it on real hardware, even though it is really cool doing that, of course. It does give another sense of, what is the word, for it just being the real deal. The ice armor. We are receiving a lot of cool stuff right now. You can cross fire without damage, so we get this after having crossed all the fire sections, or a lot of fire sections. I think there was a squirrel in here that we also released. Thank you for releasing me. I will give you this. The Master's Emblem C. If you collect 8 of these, you will become an expert at magic. Ooh. Emblem C, yeah. So, I believe that we are finished in this world right now, so let's go ahead and move to the next one. We have some more time before this stream will end, so let's make the most out of it. So let's move on to the next world, and what I will do now is I will actually just do a quick toilet break for 2 minutes, and I will leave you with this fantastic track here, which is my favorite in the game actually, so be right back. Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna check out the third world here. And as you could see while I was away, this is a water-themed world. And what do we all think about water levels in games, folks? See you later, Org, and thank you a ton for actually joining the stream. It has been a pleasure having you here. This is St. Ellis Palace in the ocean. No human can live under the sea. Go to the island South Eartha through the shrine and look for the bubble clothing. Okay. Look here, like this walking through water animation is actually quite cool, I would say. And you can see so much detail in the background as well. Okay, so the game doesn't really explain this very well, but if we go back into our base now, we actually unlocked a new shortcut to the next area. Bam, 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 bam. No, I agree with you actually, Kaisiak. I was just being mean to water levels, because there are a lot of water levels in games that are just slow and boring. But this world isn't. Like, I don't really enjoy the town part of it that much, but I do enjoy all the areas that you fight in. Like this tropical island here that we are in is really cool actually. And we will go into some underwater sections later that is really cool as well. Yeah, indeed. It is one of the areas in games that tend to get... I think it is because it's usually slower that I, and many others probably aren't that fond of them. In many cases. A dolphin! I really like this track, it's so upbeat. We have some gorillas here. Can we... do we have Wim left in the chat still? Get some gorilla love. So for anyone that doesn't know, Wim, he's actually main in Donkey Kong in the Super Smash Bros. Series. And he is an awfully good ape when he's played by Wim. He's the best Donkey Kong I know. And he's been causing me so much trouble throughout the years when we have played the game. Oh, nice gorilla emote there, Kaiser. They just bring up stones like nothing. Boom. A mermaid. So as you can see, whenever we create new places in town in this area, they're mostly like, you just get more water or some platforms added to the whole thing. There are exceptions of this, of course, but that is one of the reasons why I think that it's a lot more fun fighting in this area. Oh, okay. Now we're getting introduced to quite a cool enemy type here. And they were walking stones, or rolling stones, if you will. So here our magic comes into great play. Let's see here what we get. Another mermaid. So for anyone that hasn't been playing or seeing a lot of Soul Blazer before, what do you think about the game now, when you have seen more of it? Like, isn't this a cool idea for a video game? Just rebuilding the world like this? So there are a lot of stones laying around everywhere, and we have to slay them all in order to unlock whatever we'll unlock later. They do take quite a lot of hits with the sword. They are rocks after all. Great to hear, J-Brand, and I'm really glad to hear that you like it. And as you say, if you like Actraiser, then this is definitely a step in the same direction. Rebuilding town and switching between fighting and rebuilding, like that. Even though in this game it's a little bit more seamless, since most of it is done automatically. But both are such cool games, and both really was ahead of their time. I see, Casey, but then it's a great thing that I'm the one playing and you're the one watching, and we all get to be happy. And yeah, just the way we like it. Nice to hear that you're also liking the music here, Brandon. Like I mentioned before, it's not the best in the world, and it can get a little bit repetitive, but in the pace that we're moving at right now, I think that we get to enjoy the music just the right amount before moving ahead. So now we just, like, all forest just disappeared. I wouldn't say that this is actually like rebuilding the world, because we just burned down so much tropical forest. That would go under environmental damage, I guess. Some kind of god we are. Perfect experience indeed. I like how you're describing this whole thing that we got going here. Another mermaid, and here we also get a whole palace that comes with it. Is there anyone who needs to use the bubble armor? There sure are, and that's us. Kill the fish. So now I think that we're actually done with this whole area, so let's head back to town and get that bubble armor so that we're able to continue on. We can't actually get to that portal that we saw right there. So let's explore town for a bit here. Mermaids have to be very good at dancing. If 3 of my students return, I will show you our great dance. My name is Kanna. I am one of the Queen's dancers. As a reward for saving us, I will tell you a secret. No armor will protect you against the magma of the volcanic island Durian. You must find a way to stop the volcano. Okay? So there we have a chest that we still can't get to. Nothing here. There used to be 4 mermaid statues in this place. Those statues prevented all creatures from getting lost. Sorry, I have orders from the Queen not to let anyone pass. Then you better follow those orders. Otherwise the Queen will get angry at you. Oh, down there we have a chest. So we can go in here. It's not like the easiest passage to see, but it is there. Mermaid's tears will turn magma into stone. Okay, I think that we'll be able to use that later on. I really like this part of this song. Oh, I have not had human guests in a long time. I know we can't breathe underwater, so please take this. Did I receive bubble armor? So that should be over here. Enables you to walk under the sea. And it also increases our armor, so it's a really great item. And now we're able to go, well, yeah, below the sea. Like here they're actually taking advantage of everything being slower. The music is a lot more soft-paced, and the enemies are moving slowly to like accompany the track. I just think this place is really nice. Kaiser got all excited by the song and wrote in caps. I don't mind. So this shortcut, like, is the most worthless shortcut in the whole game, I think, because we just remove stones from here instead of just going around like this. Now we're unfortunately gonna quit the song for a few seconds here in order to just go up here again. And now we released a mermaid's statue. I will open a passage for you. Return for me. Or a passage. Maybe I read it wrong. Okay, so I think that we'll return to that statue first before advancing any further. Ugh. If we remove the armor, do we keep the bubble? No, then we just start taking damage. You can also hear, by the way, that the sound that we make when we take damage, like we just did, is the same as it is in Actraiser. They use the same sound effect, which actually led a lot of people to believe that you are the same divine being in both Actraiser and Soulblazer. It's either that or the developers just needed a sound in order for you to take damage. But I like to think that it is a bigger lore behind the whole series. Proceed right along the seabed to the shore reef for bird. So now she unlocked that passage for us. I can see here that the chat isn't... Okay, now. Just moved it a little bit so that it looked a bit better for you. And now we're back to this track again. Those guys are moving all over the place. So we unlocked some stairs there. Here we have another place where we need to find a statue in order to proceed. Those takes a lot of damage, even though we have quite a powerful sword right now. If I press the A button, by the way, we can actually see how much strength and defense we have. I haven't shown this to you before. We can also see what is currently equipped. So whenever we level up, I believe that we get either 1 strength up or 1 defense point. And I think that 1 sword here actually results in just 1 more damage overall to anything, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if the enemies have armor. Maybe they do. We're starting to gain so much MP right now. But I'm really only using it whenever it's necessary. Let's see if there was something down here that we missed. Yeah, some of those guys. So this is the first time that this game actually opens up a bit more. You are actually able to explore a bit more into this under the sea here. Which I think is nice. So now we only have 1 more mermaid to release there in order for them to show us the dance that they were talking about. I wonder if that would be as cool as the Kirby dance found in the Kirby games. And here we have the next area that we need to slay all the monsters in. There's so many fish, like, using their bubble powers on us. It is the sun, indeed. It is actually hitting a window outside my apartment right now. And now that you mention it, I can't stop thinking about it. So just give me 1 second and I'll just use a curtain there. And now it is a lot better for me at least. Oh, but now I have this blind spot that I can't really see. Hopefully that disappears soon. And yeah, I mean, I usually stream a bit later during the day, and then the sun usually settles for a bit. But moving forward to summer, we are gonna see a lot more light during all streams in our parts of the world, I guess. Oh, it did. That's not sounding very good. No, let's stay here. So, but usually does the quality of the stream looks good most of the time? I guess the compression got it a bit right now. The time I'm usually streaming is I'm trying to do it about 3 times a week. That's what I want to aim at least. And then it's about 2 to 3 hour streams at least. And it's usually around like Central European time. It's I think it's about like between 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, somewhere around those times. I guess it depends a bit on if you, for example, would get a lot of followers from a certain part of the world. Then I would gladly try to adjust in order to keep more people satisfied. And as long as it works for me. Oh, I see. I'm wondering, I will actually do some checks in order to see if my internet connection is up to snuff as well. I've done a few of those with, I saw that Twitch has some tools for it. And it worked well, like 5 or 10 minutes, but I haven't done any longer tests in order to see if it works well. Okay, so the game is crisp as hell, but my camera isn't. I see. But I'm wondering if it is, maybe the computer doesn't really keep up with the resolution I've chosen. It could be because, like, either the computer just says nope, this is too much for me, because it is somewhat of an old hardware right now, my computer. So I look into that if I think I only chose 720p for the camera. If it is higher than that, I don't think that's necessary due to the cam window being very low, either way. And we released a mermaid. Again, there will be a lot of mermaids in this world. Okay, so do we actually have to kill all the stones again now? I think so, right? Maybe I should have killed all of those before heading into the portal. Or I'm not sure. Did they respawn? Maybe they didn't. Nah, don't think so. Yeah, should have just killed that one. Oh! Now it just launched a ton of monsters on us. And this is a good use for the magic. So let's see what we'll unlock here. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that if the resolution is too high and it can't really handle it, so it compresses it. So if I lower the resolution, then it might be easier to handle. I'm not really sure how it works, to be honest. I'm just guessing. Great that it looks good for you now, at least, Abraham. I'm not sure if Kaiser has, if it's better for him now also. But I guess that I'll be able to see that in the VOD afterwards as well, just to have a look. Yeah, maybe. But it's good that you're being oversensitive as well. Because if you are oversensitive, someone else could be as well. So I want everything to look really crisp. I have the power to stop the magma rain. I will help you if you return to me. Should we speak with that fish, perhaps, then? If you press the A button, you can actually see... No, you can't. Ah, right, that's the illusion of Gaia. In the follow-up game, you're able to see how many enemies are left. But apparently you can't do that here, or can you? Yeah. If you pause the game, then you can see it. I'm actually gonna stream for about, I think, like 20 or 30 more minutes. Because then I have to eat before we start playing Diablo 3 later on. Which we won't stream, by the way. I won't stream at least. So no one expects that, but... Just wanna make that clear. And before you ask, I still haven't decided on which class to play, and I will do a last-minute decision about that while eating, before we start to play. Okay, so we have this statue to talk to now. Male wizard. Is that where you're going with, Kaiser? That Crispin Freeman. Now I'm not sure if I follow. And now we're able to advance to the next area. So Jabrand is going for the Necro, yeah. And since you're doing that, I'm still not sure if I will choose that or not. I mean, even if we are playing the same class, it doesn't really matter that much in Diablo 3, at least not when we have the experience that we all have. I don't think it is time to go Barb. I'm sorry, Jensen, you know that, and you're just making fun of me right now, but no Barb. Yeah, I know. So I have to play the Barbarian someday in order to get all the achievements. But not now. Another day, perhaps. I'm from the sky as Licky. I will protect you from the magma. Please try and protect all creatures. Let's work together, so we may revive the world. The creature that enables you to avoid magma has to win. Nice. So apparently we're able to avoid the magma now. It's almost working, yeah, but then I just think about how playing the Barb feels like, and I just think more about gameplay than achievements in that case, so then I'm out. But I will look at some quick build guides after this stream has ended. And I don't know, if the Barb looks to have a really fun build, being able to perform well, then maybe. Yeah, jumping around is like the only thing that looks fun, actually. But that looks really nice, actually. But the spin to win thing and like how it always is, with the spin to win builds being like the most effective for farming, isn't drawing my attention at all. So I think that we'll be able to do one more area before we end the stream. I think that we're heading to that magma area that they have been speaking about quite a bit. Yeah, the latest strafe build with the DH was very repetitive, and I didn't like that actually, because it was a lot like the gameplay I don't like. It was more okay since it was on range, and you were able to go so fast with it. So it's still better than the whirlwind builds for the Barbarian. Is there a shortcut? Yeah. Okay, this one actually made a lot more difference than this one that we unlocked here. Can we kill those? Yeah, we can. Oh, now we're getting into some frame rate issues here. It's apparently heavy for the Super Nintendo. The issue with our sword here is that if we hit them before they move, we just paralyze them, and then it will take, even like that, it will take longer until we can hit them again. So I don't want to do that. Now I heard the sound. And we got another shortcut. Okay, so that is another area for another time. I think that they are still only working on bugs and other stuff in Volsen, which is a little bit heartbreaking in one way, because apparently they aren't moving along that well with new content. But I still think that one day we will be able to enjoy that game. But it might be a bit too soon, since they had so much issues with the full release. That was almost a year ago, I think. Bam, bam, While we are playing this game, I actually would like to talk a bit about my next upcoming project, which is a YouTube video about this game. It is a new format that I will try, and it's a lot more informative, with just me almost making a small review of the game. And if you are curious about this, I urge you to look into my YouTube channel and subscribe to that one. Because I think, so far, I almost finished editing it. I think that it's turning out to be really great. And if you all like that kind of content, I'm really eager to make more of it. So please go check that out as soon as it's released. So I'm having kind of a Soul-based theme this week. Showing some love for this beautiful game. Thank you, J-Brand, for checking it out. I hope that it will be released during this weekend. So, hopefully quite soon, actually. And you can find the links to my YouTube channel on my Twitch description. There should be a link there somewhere. Otherwise, you can just search for TDN on YouTube. And you'll find it there. There we have a metal gorilla, actually. That is cool. So we can't hit him so far, because we don't have any sword that can cut metal. And now we release the Dolphin Lou. Hey, somebody help me! He's actually doing that from a very strategic position, like throwing those rocks at us from far above. For once we can't hit him, since we can't reach him, and we can't even attack him since we don't have anything that can attack him. And magic doesn't work, unfortunately. Another mermaid. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I don't think this world is that interesting in the town-wise. I don't know if you all agree with me, but just keep releasing mermaids like this isn't very fun. Fortunately, especially the last two worlds in this game is really nice to recover everything in it. They're actually saving the best for last in this game. Which is really nice. I think that the last world in this game might be my favorite one, actually. Both due to the music and how you actually progress throughout the world. But I won't spoil it before we get there. Those birds are moving so hectic. And now we're getting some more slowdowns here. The game is trying to do a lot here. Oh. Poor Super Nintendo. Let's see, did I finish this one off? Yeah, we did. So let's go up and finish off the ape. I think that we could get some more gorilla love in chat, but I mean, those guys are cool. This is actually a nice looking house. A bit more of those would have been really nice in this world. Strange bottle. I still don't really understand how that item works, and I'm not gonna look into it. Trying to make a move on the monkeys? Yeah. Like, if we can get chat to praise them with love, then they will for sure like us, right? That's how I'm thinking. That's my strategy here. So once again, can't kill those monkeys. But we can kill those up there on the hill. And there we lost a huge chunk of mana, which hurt a bit. Really wanted that. Ouch. So let's see here. A dolphin. Lou, I'm coming. Can you see there that he's actually hitting the wall in order to break it? Trying to save his friend. You can see the mana in the upper right corner. You have it says gem, and now I have 474. And if I use magic like this, you can see that it goes down by 8. And whenever we get those yellow things on the ground, that is when we recover mana or gems. Like I mentioned before, I don't know why they choose the name gems, but that's how it is. Just to make everything a bit confusing. Another mermaid. Yippee. So didn't we... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that hurts so much. But we got the critical sword. Is that a Critical Role reference, perhaps? Who knows? Okay, let's quickly equip our medical herb here, because we will most likely die very soon. And we definitely don't wanna end up in town. I like that the game actually punished me here for being way too greedy. You're a survivor. Okay, can we kill defeats monsters at once? Can we kill this? No, we still can't kill that one. So I think that we'll be able to stop the volcano by going up there. And we have... Okay, this is... You actually have to have paid attention to all the text so far, because you have to use the mermaid steer here. And I remember as a kid when I couldn't understand English at all, when I just went around and just used every item on everything in the game, because I couldn't advance on those areas. Now it is a bit easier. So now the magma that we see are turning into stone, so that we're able to walk on it freely. Do we unlock a mermaid statue now, perhaps? Yes, we do, because those are needed in order to advance to the next area. So that, yeah, they will open a passage for us. Now we're gonna go back to town. And before that, we're gonna hear this sweet tune one more time. Let's not take the shortcut, let's just walk, so we hear more of it. Did you see that did a critical hit there? Not? Okay, I really was lucky. Okay, I can sometimes do critical hits. Have you been here? Oh, she actually heals us, that's nice. Let's speak with the statue now. Travel up to the seabed to reach the island of rain, Blester. I see. Yeah, This used to be the Queen's Palace. I'm the Queen's Maid. I think we have a few houses to check out, right? That we just unlocked. Service is the name of my friend the Dolphin. So everyone has a dolphin friend in this place. I wouldn't mind one either. Thank you very much. 3 of my students came back. I was going to show you our dance. I think it will be more fun if you join us. I will show you the easiest dance. Just move like they do. Okay? This is a lame dance. My name is Anna, and I'm one of the Queen's dancers. And I'm Kanna. You are a very brave person. And my name is Nana. I see. Nana. Yeah, nothing of interest there. Have you seen the Queen of the Mermaids? No? Okay, wait. This is a secret. The Queen looks like this. Oh? She always sits like this. She looks so mean. Louis the dolphin has been captured. Please save him. I'm not really sure what this mermaid was trying to accomplish with that, but... Okay, so the dolphin actually made a hole in the wall here. Lou told me many things about the Queen. I don't think she was a bad person. She was just attracted to the jewel. So this Queen has apparently done something bad, it seems like. My name is Louis. I used to live with the inventor Dr. Leo. The blue stone I received from him is a strange jewel. It attracts anyone who looks at it, and then changes the personality. So that is what happened to the Queen, I guess. If that person has a good mind, they will become a great person. If they have an evil mind, they will become a bad person. Makes sense? One day, the Queen found the jewel and took it. Then she placed me in prison. Please, save the Queen and get the blue stone back. I know this ring will help. Please take it. Thunder ring. If you touch a lightning pyramid, lightning would strike. Nice. I think we need that for the next area, if I'm not mistaken. How did you get here? Okay, I can't. She is guarding that place until the last breath. Even though we are already on the inside. Stand on my nose. Dolphin ride. And then we can get a chest. A big pearl. We're getting a lot of items now. A beautiful pearl that can be found in coral reef. Okay, I guess that we'll need that for later. There are so many items received in towns in this game, and I barely remember like what half of them does. Which is really fun. I love being surprised again. For my game I love. I will give you the Magic Flare. The Magic Flare is useful against monsters that fly and have large amount of hit points. You know which monsters I am referring to, right? Yeah, we do. So we got this one. Power is collected. Ah, I see. So I have to press and hold that one in order to use it effectively. Let's see. I think we have one more area to look into before we start. Nope, we still haven't unlocked a palace there. So, my dear viewers, I am now going to end the stream, and I would really like to thank each and every one of you for joining today's stream. I think it has been a blast having you all here. And I hope that you all enjoyed it as well, just as much as I did. Yeah, hearts in the chat. Oh, that's always... And thank you everyone for being so nice to each other and to me. And I hope that we'll soon be able to actually finish this game, because I think that we only need one more stream. So now my wife actually joined the chat and said that my dinner is apparently ready in the kitchen. Which is a very, very cute way to tell me that when it's finished. Thank you, my dear wife. So yeah, thank you all for joining, and if you like this type of content, then please give me a follow here on Twitch. Check out the YouTube channel in order to find more content just like this and other things going around. And we'll see each other soon again, I hope. Have a nice rest of your day. Bye bye.